One, two, 1, 2.
Hi, and welcome to OC Live. I'm Karen Palting along with Kenny Messer. This week, Lara boogies down at the Jamboree.
Cindy breaks the rules.
Ligia plays with the Bulls.
And Randy heats it up.
Just keeps getting better and better. Please stay tuned.
That was some good Run DMC comedic timing on that last.
Nice rhyming, too.
The old school style, though, not the new one.
Definitely. Speaking of running.
Here we go. Parking story.
Parking. It seems like I always have one. I got another parking ticket.
Bring it on.
I got another parking ticket for a meter violation. And I managed to get down there with seconds to spare. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to find parking by the police station. So I ran from my house like 8-9 blocks in like 7-8 minutes. Pulled a hamstring and everything, made it there. Seconds to spare, gasping for breath.
You just have a blatant disrespect for the law and the parking
laws. It's not that.
I don't think that paying money is enough punishment for you. I think you need the death grip.
No, Kenny, come on.
You love that.
I will never tell you anything.
Hey, look, you're holding me up. It's time for me to take care of business.
My mother does the death grip on me when we were little. And she'd never discipline you in public. She'd just squeeze.
Oh, jeez. Ow.
She would just squeeze you and give you the death grip.
All right, look, I got to take care of
business.
business.
Get on with it. Get on with it.
Aspasia. Speaking of Aspasia, here's the lovely Aspasia right here. Love you, Aspasia. Okay. Just a little bit of a treat for you. In case you don't know, our oyster population around here is taking a severe beating. And a lot of it can be attributed to pollution and whatnot, but even more of it is over-harvesting, which is leading me to believe that a lot of people are eating oysters, which makes me wonder about the first guy who ever ate an oyster. What was going on with that dude? Are you kidding me? I know one thing about the guy that ate the first oyster, and that is he was hungry. I think you all know that we had a heat wave this last week. And I think our number one defense against this heat wave is no complaining. I mean, pretty much all humans are equipped with the Pacinian corpuscles that sense heat. I think we all know that it's hot out there, you know? I don't really need people coming up to me telling me that it's hot as well. And in a whiny voice, mind you. That's how riots start. So I think what we should do here, Ocean City Council, is pass an ordinance, a non-complaining ordinance, during heat waves of 4 or 5 day lengths, and ticket them severely, and maybe even beat them. Our dumb crime this week, dumb as ever, as all violent crimes are dumb. These two young fellows jumped a middle-aged guy out behind Secrets there in the bay, and started pummeling him, and then the other guy started putting him under the water. That is poor pummeling etiquette. You got to make up your mind. Either you drown the guy or pummel him, but you don't mix the two. That's poor pummeling etiquette, my friend. And, my friends, the Beach Boys are still coming.
What is it?
What?
We've put you on the charter membership list for the Ocean City Beach Boys fan club.
I'll tell you what it is about the Beach Boys. The reason that the Beach Boys are even around is because of this huge, gigantic target market thing, the damn baby boomers or whatever. And because of them, we have, Wonder Years, which isn't a bad show, and all these shows, and we just lack our own culture, us young people. I mean, either they're about the shows, and all of the culture in America is either about older people or younger people. I mean, I feel like I'm a man without a past.
What about Kenny? I mean, I heard you're also the founding member of the Beverly Hills 90210 fan club.
See,
is that true?
See, they have Led Zeppelin and the Beatles, and we have who do we have?
90210.
Marky Mark and 90210. It's kind of a problem. All right, well, stay tuned. Hey, maybe this show will be a little bit of culture. Maybe put a little tiny scratch on the collective unconscious there. That's hoping for a lot. Anyway, stay tuned, because when we come back, we've got
Laura Dealey,
with the surf.
report.
Children are the largest group of Americans living below the poverty line. They have to reach higher for what others take for granted. Healthcare, balanced meals, encouragement to learn. But with help early on, children in your community can gain the skills to get out from below the poverty line. It takes programs like Success by Six and people like you to help them take the first step. Call to learn more. Change the world of a child, and you change the world.
God, I hope someone really rescues that poor, homeless vagrant we seem to have adopted on the show.
Yeah, he's a kindly vagrant, as
Very
all
kind.
vagrants usually are.
Yeah, what do you think was up with that spot?
I think it'll be to be continued.
Do you think so?
I've got that funny little feeling about it.
One
that I
of those
sometimes
part one,
get.
part two kind of deals?
Correct.
So that people will
Kind of like when
stay tuned?
Fonzie from Happy Days was jumping that shark, and then and he was in midair. Remember that part? And then they stopped it, and then
So to be continued?
Yeah, and then the next week they came back, and Fonzie, he was still jumping, and he made it. The death grip. Okay. Right now, for your viewing pleasure, we have Laura Dealey and the Surf Report.
Well, there's nothing to talk about as far as the surf is concerned. And the bad news is, it's not going to get any better. Here's a look at the tides for this one.
At home, drawing pictures of mountain tops with him on top. Lemon yellow sun, arms raising a beam. Deadly in pools of maroon below. Daddy didn't give attention, oh, to the fact that mommy
Well, I take that back. The surf's picked up a little bit down here at the inlet, and hopefully that'll stick around because on Saturday, July the 17th, we have the second Maryland ESA contest. We were able to catch Maryland District Head Jeff Phillips to tell us a little bit about the ESA.
Well, the ESA is an amateur surfing organization. Basically, in the Maryland area, what we do is we run surfing competition for kids that want to, I guess, just kind of start out at an entry level of competing.
Right, and when is the next contest?
Our next contest is Saturday, July 17th, if we have surf.
That contest is going to be held at either of the surfing beaches for that Saturday, which will be either 6th Street or 80th Street. For updates, you can contact local surf shops. Here's a look at the surfing beaches for this week.
dropped wide open, just like the day, oh, like the day I heard. Daddy didn't give affection, no, and the boy was something that mommy wouldn't wear.
Well, last Saturday, July the 10th, bodyboarding enthusiasts of all ages and all levels of experience packed on the beach in front of the Castle in the Sands for the annual Maury Boogie Jamboree. wondering exactly what the Maury Boogie Jamboree is. Well, here's professional bodyboarder Jay Reel to tell you.
The Maury Boogie Jamboree, this is about the 15th year of this event here in Ocean City. What it involves is we set up on the beach with bodyboards, swim fins, all the equipment anybody would need to learn how to ride a bodyboard, and we offer free bodyboarding lessons from top riders all throughout the day. We take them out in groups of 4 to 6 riders, teach them the latest maneuvers, or if they're a beginner, we just teach them how to lay on the board, how to catch waves, all the basics. And you know, the beauty of it is that this is a fun, safe, and easy sport to learn.
The beach was packed full of youngsters who are not at all shy to tell us of the glory of their bodyboarding careers. Lisa, have you gone pro yet? You professional?
Yes.
Yes. Have you won many contests?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so how much money do you make about a year?
$1,000.
Do those swim fins help you out when you're bodyboarding?
No.
The swimmies don't help at all?
No.
Are you sure they don't help with speed?
Yeah.
They do help with speed?
I really like the boogie board, but not that much.
If your surfboard's been sitting in the corner of your room for the past week and a half, I'll be back next week with some suggestions on what you and your surfboard can do when there is absolutely, positively no surf in Ocean City. This has been Laura Dealey reporting for OC Live.
That was a good one, man. That's another good one from Laura. But I have to comment on that microphone domination by Jeff Phillips. Did you see it? Laura kind of timidly handed out there. He just took back and to the left, back and to the left. I mean, I think he wanted that mic a little too much there, Jeff.
But that was an awesome report. Those little kids were very, very well spoken
Oh, yes, they were.
for such young boogie
Bodyboarders?
boarders.
Yeah. Bodyboarders.
And now, let's see. I just wanted to also say one thing about that circular shot at the very end. That was awesome. I thought that was really good.
Yeah.
I didn't get dizzy, and I thought it was interesting.
Okay.
Okay, it's
The Batman angling.
Cindy Bunning with this week's safety tip.
When you're at the beach, you really want to have fun, but some rules and regulations do apply. Some unnecessary ones, to say the least, but others are extremely important. One of the unnecessary ones I found was no frisbee throwing on the beach. I mean, why? Have you read in the paper about a frisbee fatality lately? One of the most important things you can do is use a crosswalk. All you have to do is look for Billy the Button, push him, and you'll be safely across the road. Don't try to avoid traffic by driving in the bus lane with your blinker on forever. If you notice, it does say bus lane. And remember, the speed limit on Coastal Highway is 40. Not slower than that, not faster than that. Don't drive 55. One of the things that I think is stupid is not sleeping on the beach between 10 and 6. I mean, don't people generally sleep between 10 and 6? And why aren't you allowed to sleep on the beach? It's probably one of the most comfortable places I know. So next time you're sleeping, just make sure it's not on the beach, especially between 10 and 6. I'm Cindy Bunning for OC Live.
I thought it was cute.
You have got mental problems, man. You are important. What have you been doing to yourself?
You've been giving me the death grip too much today. I'm gonna have like bruises on
That
my
is
arm from the
frail,
death grip.
man. Just do that again. Just,
Not at all. You can watch it again in half an hour.
man.
I thought it was really cute. Is that Travis's car?
No.
Whose car was that?
These
that
people
your
have
car?
no
Or you don't
idea
have a
who
car?
Travis is, first of all.
Oh, don't be like that. Everyone knows who Travis is.
Travis, come on up here, buddy. No, he's not coming up. He's our cameraman. He's a great guy. Top 5
Floor
best. Okay, well, stay tuned, because when we come back, we're going to have some good pets, some what, bulls?
I can't believe you just dissed me on my little horn blowing, tooting thing.
Like I said, when we come back, we're going to have some bulls here, or something like that. Some bulls. So stay tuned.
Excuse me. Do you wear your safety belt?
Why, no. I don't wear my safety belt.
Thank you.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
He protects all living things in the forest. But he can't do it alone. Please don't play with matches. Put out your campfires. And never, ever forget the words of Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Woo-wee. What are you laughing about? You're ill, man. You are mentally ill. You know that?
Could you just fix your shirt, Kenny?
Oh, let me fix my shirt. All day long, Randy Tattersall, just, he's giving me one of these numbers the whole time. And you are look, enough of that. And you're no better. You guys are mental around here, man. Mental.
I didn't figure I'm no better. I'm just worried about your shine. I'm fully worried about your shine.
Okay, great.
Just looking out for your best
Let me
interest.
just fix my shirt here, and let's go into the pet adoption. Some serious bulls on there today.
Sounds good.
Hi, this is Lucia Stebbing with yet another pet adoption. Last week, we inadvertently left out someone. Meet big old Captain Bob. Pure muscle with a kick that you wouldn't want to mess with. Sometimes you need a rope to keep Captain Bob from running down Coastal Highway to get back to the ranch. As you go by, wave, honk your horn, or just stop by and say hi. Well, if you can't afford to feed or keep Captain Bob in your house, you might want to check out some of these pets. First, we have Holly and Molly. They're both mixed beagles. Holly is a black and tan 8-month-old puppy who was abandoned on Holly Grove. Polly is a brown and white 1-year-old puppy. They are both full of life and would be great pets for anyone. Our second group of little dogs are Georgie and Porgy, who love OC Live. Georgie and Porgy are approximately 7 weeks old, and they are mixed breeds. They're extremely small and are cute and lovable. So if any of these dogs interest you, or big old Captain Bob, stop by or call the Worcester County Humane Society at 213-0146. This has been Lucia Stebbing with another pet adoption.
Porgy. That's on the borderline of being maybe a little too cute. You know that what's that little teddy bear? He's like this, some kind of fabric softener teddy bear. He's like,
Snuggles.
Snuggles. Yeah, I just want to take that little guy's eye and just go, he's just too cute. He's just far too cute.
Don't even laugh. My grandmother loves that ad.
I love it too, but he's just something, it kills you inside when you see something that adorable. That it just hurts me, pains me. Do you feel my pain?
Kind of like Gadjo's monkey. Gadjo the Great, the gypsy.
I'm bitter about that
Monkey.
Gadjo too. I went and filmed Gadjo, and you're not even going to use it this week. I'm bitter.
Don't be
All right,
like
well,
that. Don't be like that.
Are you going to do your job?
I thought we were just trying to respect him and.
I loved
you know.
Gadjo. He was a very good performer. You
Okay.
missed it.
And now we have Randy, who is going to be talking about heating it up.
Heat. It's been well over a month since we've seen a break from the scorching temperatures. It's been in the 90s and even over 100 degrees. You know the saying, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. What about those who can't get out of the kitchen? How do they stand the heat?
Just keep the windows down and keep on rolling. Take a dip about every half an hour and drink plenty of cold water.
Drink lots of ice water.
What I do every night, I just take my bottle of water here. It's a bottle of Evian. I just fill it up every night and I throw it in the freezer. It gets ice, like solid ice, and just let it like here all day. Just melts. You just take a sip every 10 minutes, and it stays ice cold all day. Lasts the whole day. Rock ice.
There are many ways to beat the heat. 1, jump in the ocean. It's free.
And 2, ride the water slide.
And the third way to stay cool? Just watch OC Live. There are many ways to stand the heat. but I think my favorite is snow cone from Icy Delights. I'm ready to turn us off for OC Dive.
Some like it hot, some like it hot.
Some like it hot.
That's a tasty looking snow cone there.
I could really do with one of those.
Wait,
right
were
now,
you just
so.
singing?
No, I was not singing.
Let me hear it.
No.
Let me hear it. Let me hear
Not
you belt
even.
out a little tune for me. What is that? That doesn't even faze
It's a
me,
duck
man.
grip.
It's frail, man.
Don't be like that.
Don't be like that. You know what? You sound like that guy. What was that guy's name? Fernando from Fernando's Hideaway. Well, looking good is better than feeling good, darlings. Remember that thing that
Yes.
Billy Crystal used to do?
Yes.
Don't
I
be
love
like that. Well, you take care of business, would you?
Can I take care of business? Are you on the edge of your seat? Please tell me.
Fully.
Actually, can we just get a shot of these shoes first for a minute?
Again with the shoes. Do people need to see my footwear?
Look at this. This is how come Kenny is so tall. Now you know.
I wear lifts.
Totally.
Fully.
Let's talk about tuna. For all of you diehard OC Live fans from 1992, you may remember that I was doing the fishing report last year. Let's talk about tuna. The 6th annual tuna tournament is going to be happening Thursday through Sunday, July 15th through the 18th. It's going to be happening at the Ocean City Fishing Center in Shantytown in West Ocean City. Prizes are going to be given for the largest individual tuna, total pounds of tuna per boat, and the boat that releases the most fish. For information on that, as well as the festivities, you can call 213-1121. The Diet Pepsi Tennis Open will be at the Mallard Run Tennis Center, which is at 61st Street and the Bay. They're going to be adult singles and doubles in a single elimination format. This will be happening Saturday and Sunday, the 17th and 18th. You can call 524-8337 or 250-0125 for an official entry form. The 15th annual Oceana Waiter and Waitress Cup Race isn't just fun, it's for a good cause. Come watch local waitstaff compete for prizes, with all proceeds benefiting the Epilepsy Association of the Eastern Shore. This annual event does represent the single largest contribution to the Epilepsy Association, so please do come out to the Convention Center parking lot Monday, July 9th. This will be happening between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. You can call 250-5512 for more information. Last week I mentioned the Tudor Mistral East Coast Windsurf Championship hosted by Sailing Etc. That happened last Saturday and Sunday, July 11th and 12th. I was there in the sweltering heat and spoke with Olin Keneally of Sailing Etc. about the regatta turnout and the weather.
Well, we've had about 70-odd competitors this year. It's down a little bit on last year's numbers, but considering the fact that the weather's been so hot and sticky all week, the numbers are it's still been a pretty good turnout, you know.
How's the wind been?
We've been unlucky with the weather because it has been so hot that the wind is changing the whole time, so it takes, you know, for the race officer to get the course and everything right. People are hanging around a lot.
I spoke to some of the surfers to see if they were disappointed by the lack of wind.
We had some wind last night and we had some wind this morning, but now it's died, so we're just waiting for the wind to come up.
No, that's part of sailing. It's anytime you can get a chance to windsurf, it's just terrific.
We're having a lot of fun. There's not too much wind, but it's a nice sunny day, although we're awful hot.
You know, it's frustrating because everybody really likes to race. I mean, they like the 18, 20 knots of wind and going fast.
I spoke to Dave Buemi, the president of Mistral, about, amongst other things, the regatta turnout.
This turnout's been very good. It's like 70 competitors or so, and it's for a weekend like this where it's so hot, it's a real great turnout. So this race comes into a series that we run called the Tudor Mistral Windsurfing Tour, which is a nationwide tour of 150 events around the country. Sailing Etc. has 3 events, including this one, that are part of those 150 events.
I heard that there are a lot of important people who are trying to do important things out there today.
Yeah, there's people trying to qualify for national championships and to qualify for Olympic team status.
With so much downtime, I was curious about what the competitors do while they're out there.
Yeah, some of the guys are doing a little freestyle, getting a little crazy, you know, putting 3 people on one board and sailing around. Yeah, and we just hang out, talk about sailing, you know, talk about wind.
We just sit and talk and tell a few jokes and do a few things. It's, you know, just wait to kill time.
We wait. We do a little swimming and we do a lot of socializing.
But they're having a good time, and they're out there talking and floating around the water waiting for the wind, so they're having a good time regardless. And it's the camaraderie of it that counts.
Many thanks to all the surfers who talked to us and the friendly and helpful team at Sailing Etc. We had a great time, and we wish you big wins for your next catamaran regatta, which is happening Saturday, July 24th. at 47th Street Beach. We'll see you there. It's shameless plug time.
Shameless plug time.
After my delicious Pizza Hut crew lunch, we had a visit from Bob from Pizza Hut, who said
a very congenial and kind man.
Definitely. Hi, Bob. And he said that he was actually going to be sailing in that catamaran regatta for sailing, etc. Imagine that.
Imagine it.
2 shameless plugs in one.
Wow. And didn't you want to plug your little techno music as well?
No, I didn't want to plug techno music. My windsurfing music, you mean? That's the windsurfing.
Can I tell you,
music.
I actually saw Karen dancing. And
you did not.
I couldn't have been more dead on.
Not.
Here's you right here.
Oh, no.
One of these little guys plastered to her hand, like full-on Chewbacca style out there, killing people. There's like a guy who's injured, man. He was injured. I felt bad.
You did not even see me.
You were hurting
people.
people.
Not even.
You need to calm
I
down.
danced very sedately, I might add.
Oh my gosh.
And I never carry one of
There was
those.
a guy with a clean-shaved bald melon and tattoos who was afraid to mix. She was like the Bushwhackers from WWF, like one of those numbers, killing people out there.
Not even. I am the most sedate dancer I have ever seen.
Is that what they're calling that now?
Move,
sedate?
I never even break a sweat, right?
Right. Yeah,
right. The Vulcan death grip.
All right. Well, when we come back, we're gonna have some trivia for you guys. It's gonna be very exciting because Karen still has yet to have a question for you. So just think of that.
He's fast in a bullet, stronger than a train.
OC Live t-shirts, available at Hanley's, K-Coast, and Sailing, etc. Without them, you're lost.
María, no olvides que no debes pegarle. Que tú eres más grande, eres más fuerte. No la maltrates. Y cuando empieces a enojarte, quítate el enojo. Intenta calmarte, párate a pensar. Y así evitarás hacer algo de lo cual luego te arrepentirías. Tú me has entendido, ¿verdad?
Utilice bien su tiempo. No lo use en contra de su hijo.
Hola, Kenny. ¿Cómo estás?
What are you? You must be El Hombre de Mecánico,
What are you trying to say?
which means robot, because that's what you sounded like, a robot, when you said that. Fully.
Hola, Kenny. ¿Cómo estás?
Yeah, and I'm glad.
Hola, Kenny. ¿Cómo estás?
I'm glad to see that they rescued that guy because it's just like the ending of that Happy Days, and you know, Fonzie, he was jumping, and there was like sharks underneath, and then he landed, but he was good. And it was just like, you know, really happy ending.
That's
and you know,
great,
like
Kenny.
Joni and
Just
Chachi were on the
just relax,
beach.
Kenny. Just
And
relax.
everybody hugged. It was
Just
cute.
relax.
Randy, you and I are going to mix it up, fella. The guy is still doing this to me. Now, don't even look at me like that, Karen.
Like what?
Like,
Come on, I'm wearing shoes. See?
oh, thank God. Because let me tell you, I couldn't, with this heat in here, it would have been like,
No, you know, if you might have noticed that we were having some cable problems this week, especially like Tuesday and Wednesday.
it was the rot off of Karen's feet that just kind of smoked.
Not even. Anyway, there was a gentleman in here fixing it, and I wasn't wearing my shoes. I was in here editing. And he's like, somebody's not wearing shoes. And I was like, very funny.
He called you out.
Totally.
He probably didn't
My
even
feet
know.
did
He
not
probably just,
smell.
that's a questionable at best, my friend.
Can we get on with it?
Let's do it.
Trivia.
Kabonk.
Okay, last week's prizes. Maybe we should just tell last week's question first. How about that?
All right.
Okay, ready? Rochambeau.
No, I'm going.
Not even.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
On
Bang!
you go.
How many miles is it to Sacramento, California from downtown Ocean City? That was last week's question.
What was the answer?
3,073 miles. If you didn't know where I found that, it's on the
The
bridge.
map?
Not the,
The
map.
bridge.
The bridge going, the 50 bridge coming from Ocean City.
Very well. And my question was, how many Ocean City blocks make a mile? And there's people who have been questioning it and whatnot.
But
let me tell you,
let's hear it. Let's hear it.
My rationale
Yeah, the
behind it.
rationale and then the answer.
There's 146 blocks in Ocean City, and Ocean City's 12 miles. Do the calculations on that. It'll be like 12.6 or something like that. So I'm going to go with 13. 13 miles.
Is the way it stands.
And
last week's prizes, can I give those?
Give those.
There's a $25 gift certificate to the Stylin Hanley Surf Company. And 2 free passes to Trimpers Amusements. Fun for the whole family.
Okay. And the winner is Kathy Allman, attorney at law. No, I don't even know if she's an attorney, but just it kind of sounded good. So Kathy, I'll be giving you a call. Don't be afraid, it's just little old me. And let's get started with this week's question.
Okay. This week's prizes are 2 free 3-hour rollerblade rentals. Please
Say
try to
that.
say that 3 times fast.
Oh yeah, fully.
Do it.
I won't.
And 2 free movie rentals
I
from
won't subject myself to that kind of torture.
Sound Odyssey. 2 free 3-hour rollerblade rentals. 2 free 3-hour rollerblade rentals. 2 free 3-hour.
Well, you
rollerblade
are just
rentals.
talented, all right? What's going on? My question is.
I thought we were ready to no.
No. I'm
He's sulky.
beat it. How many golf courses, putt-putt golf courses, mind you, are in the town of Ocean City?
Putt-putt.
Fully.
Again.
Would you just do your question?
What farm animal is constantly compared to the tuna?
Charlie.
What farm animal is constantly compared to the tuna? If you have the right answer, please call us at 641, the 2 right answers, excuse me, 641-1002.
And be sure that you're first caller, because that's the only way, with the right answer, because that's the only way you're going to win.
Leave your name, your number,
Yeah,
and the 2 correct answers.
right. And if you don't, leave your name and number, leave an address where I can reach you, so I can beat you with a stick again. Okay. Gosh. All right.
Once again, I'm Karen Palting
Snaked me. I'm Kenny Messer.
for OC Live. See ya.
This program is made possible in part by the following. TCI Cablevision of the Eastern Shore, we're taking television into tomorrow. Ocean City Berlin Optimist, dedicated to serving the community. Pizza Hut, sometimes you just gotta stop and smell the pizza. Hanley's, real surfboards, real clothes, real bros. Sailing Etc., the store for your rollerblading and sailing needs. K-Coast, to find the surf, call 524-SOAP. Trimpers Amusements, fun is what we're all about. Additional support was given by Communications Group, Answer Delmarva radio page. Flowers for the set provided by Flowers by Allison. Additional support was also given by Atkins Company, Donaway's Furniture, and Costume Zoo. prizes provided by Sound Odyssey, Hanley Surf Company, Sailing Etc., Keiko's Surf Center, and Shrimpers Amusements.